Hello everybody. Today I am going to show you how to create a space background. So, first things first, we're going to go up to File. Okay, we're going to hit New, and for this we are going to do a 500 by 500. You can leave everything as is. I prefer to use a transparent background. You can choose to make it black with the background color or white. So hit OK. Okay. First things first, we're going to create a new layer. We're going to keep that layer transparent for anything that we need later on. So we're going to use black. So we want to go to the paint bucket tool, and as you can see, we have black selected already. We're going to click, and now we have our black background. Okay. Now on layer 2, we're going to right click and hit duplicate layer. So click OK. Now we're going to go up to where it says filter up here. We're going to click that, and we are going to go to noise and add noise. This is going to be our star layers. So I have it where it's 21.27%. So anything between, I'd say 18 to 22% would be great. Keep it at Gaussian and also monochromatic because we want it black and white. When you're done, click OK. Now we have that. Now it looks kind of weird, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit Control L on a PC and it's Command L on Mac. So do that, and what we bring up is the levels window. So what we're going to do is we're going to play around with the settings here. First thing, let's move this gray thing, the gray icon here down. I'm liking that. Bring the black down, and let's move the white up just a little bit. Okay, I like that. I really do. For you who's watching this and doing this as we speak, you can keep it any settings you like. I'm going to stick with this. So when you're done, hit OK. Okay, now we have our tiny star layer down. Now what you can do is you can hit this layer where it says layer 2 copy, double click it, and you can rename it. So we're going to name it small stars. I'm not going to do that for the rest of the layers, but if you feel like you're going to confuse everything, you can always rename your layers. So when you're done, I recommend you duplicate this. You hit that. Now you're going to have a copy of this. What we're going to do is we're going to make bigger stars using the layer that we copied. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Control T or Command T on a Mac, and we're going to make this bigger. Hold Shift and just start making it bigger each time. Okay. So I'm going to stick with this now. Okay, when you're done, you can hit the check mark up here at the top. Now it doesn't look right, does it? Oh, sorry about that. So it doesn't look right because it looks all blurry and everything. What we're going to do is we're going to go here where we're at the layers up here where it says normal. Hit that, and we're going to put lighten. So that way it blends into the other layers. So as before, it looks all weird. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to filter. We're going to go down to where it says sharpen. We are going to hit sharpen. Okay. It looks like it didn't do anything, but trust me, it did. It's going to make the image a little more clear. So what we want to do next is go to image, adjustments, and brightness and contrast. We're going to brighten up this layer just a little bit. See? Much better. We're going to play with the settings a little bit. I'm going to stick with this because I think that will work nicely for what we're going to do next. Okay. So when you're done with whatever settings you have, click OK. Now that that's done, we are going to create another layer down here. Now, Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Filter and Render, and we're going to hit Clouds. Now make sure, before we do this, make sure that over here you have your background and foreground as black and white. So, Filter, Render, Clouds. Now, I don't always use the first thing that pops up. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit Control F or Command F on a Mac, and we're going to keep hitting Control F for a little bit until we find something that you like. I don't always use the first setting. I don't know why. It's just a thing for me. I don't like doing that. So we're going to hit Control F for a little bit, and I'm going to use that. After you do that, we're going to right click on that layer and hit blending options. Now on this screen, where you see blend if gray, see these markers down here? What we're going to do is hold Alt, and on this one right here, we're going to click, and it'll break off that piece a little bit, and you can drag it down. We're going to drag it down till we get something similar to what I have on the screen here. Okay, I'm dragging it down just a little bit, and I'm going to keep it at that. Okay, when you're done, hit OK. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to lower the opacity a little bit because we don't want it looking like that exactly. So, I'd say bring it down to about 40 to 45%. Okay? Actually, you know what? Bring it up to 50. We're going to go half. 50, 51. Okay? Now, next thing we're going to do is new layer. And this time, pick two different colors. What I like to do is I like to choose a dark color and a bright color. So I'm going to choose a dark red. Okay. So hit OK when you choose that, or choose the color you want. And now for the background color, I'm going to choose this. I'm going to choose a bright blue. I think that's good right there. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Filter and once again do Render Clouds. Okay. Then go up to Filter and Render again and hit Difference Clouds. Now as you can see, it's much different. But we're going to do the same thing as we did with the one layer, with the previous layer with the Control F. We're going to do a random. We're going to randomize it a little bit. Okay. So, when you're ready and you have the ones you want to do, I'm going to go like that. Okay. We're going to go up to where it says normal again on this layer, and we're going to mess around with settings. So, I'm going to do color dodge, excuse me, and I'm not liking that. So how about we just stick with normal for right now? And what we're going to do next is we're going to go to blending options again, and we are going to do the same thing we did on the previous layer. We're going to hold Alt, click, and bring it out a little bit. Now we're going to go on the underlying layer too and start doing that. So now it gives it some color. Okay, and when you have that done, click OK. We're going to duplicate this layer again, and we're going to add a different setting this time around. Okay. So like I said, just play around a little bit, find something that you like. Okay. Gonna do that. Now, I'm sticking with this for right now. And what we're gonna do next is we're gonna make this a little more shiny. Okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new layer. We are going to go to Image up here, and we're gonna hit Apply Image. Leave everything as is, then click OK. Okay? What it did was it created an image based on all the layers that you have. So you see these eye icons over here. these hide the layers. So when I hide those layers, the layer that I have up right now, that's everything that we did so far. So if I were to get rid of just that layer, say we never did that, and we hide all the other layers, it disappears. So if we can always click that one, and it has everything up to that point. So anyways, now back to this. Now on whatever layer that you're on right now, the one where we hit the apply image, we're going to go to filter, we're going to go to blur, and we're going to go to Gaussian blur. Now I would go in between 1 and 2 pixels. I'm going to do 1.5, hit OK, and then on that layer we're going to go to lighten. See how it makes it like shine a little bit? Now we're not going to keep it exactly like that, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring the opacity down just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to stick it between, I'd say between 60 and 80. So I'm going to go 60 on this one. Okay, and I want it to be more crisp. I want a clearer image. So create a new layer. Do the same thing as we did before. To apply image, we go to image, apply image, click OK. Now we're going to go to filter and sharpen like we did previously on the 1 layer and hit that. See how it makes the image more clear? What we want to do is we're going to lower the opacity on this one as well because we don't want it too sharp. Okay, we're going to bring this down just a little bit. I'd say between 30 and 40. So it keeps the shine, yet it also keeps the image nice and clean and crisp. Okay, and after that, we're done. Now, all the things I just did, everything will be different. You can choose different colors. You can play around with more settings and everything. I can show you another one I did before. That's this one. It takes more time, and there was differences in the layers and how I did everything. But once you play around with the concepts, you can get many different backgrounds and everything. And with space scenes, it's great because you can create different scenes. Everything just looks amazing. So if you keep practicing what I just showed you and mess around a little bit, you'll be good to go. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you have fun, and I hope you learned something too. Bye.